really have more feels about this movie than I did about The Hunger Games, and I am obsessed with The Hunger Games.
I was obsessed with, like, Smallville, like, definitely tops that, and I'm just kind of, like, severely PO'd right now.
It was just so good. It was so good. Captain Man.
Yeah, spoiler alert!
Falls from the bridge because
I threw up my hands. I just threw up my hands.
All of his just sound and his back breaking. While this dramatic music is playing, it's crazy. No, she's too much for me to handle right now. Yeah.
The music, though.
Just phenomenal. It was so good.
I want to memorize it and just sing. Although I have to say,
so good.
I was a bit irritated. They sang like the entire dang movie.
I mean, they did sing literally the entire movie.
Mine, not gonna lie,
when she
that
was like,
really
okay,
got
good.
irritating. That at the beginning of the movie, that was really beginning to irritate me. Yeah, that was like really, really annoying. And then I fell asleep for like a split second. Next thing I know, Cosette is Amanda Seyfried, and I'm just like, what happened? And then I'm like wide awake from then on to the end of the movie, and I'm like,
it was fantastic. My heart is dead right now.
My OTP is Cosette and that man that starts with an M.
Oh, yes. But my
all
OTP was the main character whose name
Fontaine.
No, Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean.
My OTP is him in Happiness. I just wanted him to be happy. And then
at the end of the movie,
her head is shaved.
What?
Oh, and then she's like, just come with me to salvation. And then he's like, okay, I want to. And then his daughter's like standing in front of him like, Dad, no, please don't die. And then he just dies. And then all of the people that were killed in the revolution and everything, they're on their huge barricade.
Their victory moment. It's okay.
Okay,
let's back up. Anne Hathaway.
I'm in love with her. She is from heaven. I am in love with her. She is a saint. I just love her. I want her to be my best friend. I love her to death. She's amazing. I would die for her.
To be willing to have that haircut, to like cut off your hair for, you must be that passionate of an actor. Obviously you are.
Fantastic. When she was singing, when she was singing that song after she had to prostitute herself for that captain.
Oh my god.
Singing that song and she's like bawling, but she's
an ugly crier, but still.
She's fantastic.
Oh.
I have the most major girl crush on her right now. The most major.
Maybe Taylor Swift, but no, I totally got you.
Same. Also, I love Emma Stone.
Julia Roberts. That's her niece. Emma Stone is... No, Emma Watson. No. I'm very confused. Emma Roberts is Julia Roberts' niece. Emma Watson's Harry Potter. Emma Stone, I love her too. This got weird really fast.
I guess I was like, wait, Emma Watson, yes she is. Oh wait, no she's not.
Emma Roberts, Julia Roberts, yeah.
Roberts, yeah. I'm sorry, it's late. I just spent 3 hours in a movie.
Literally, like, we had like 10 minutes left in the movie, and I was like, this needs to end.
I wanted to throw up.
This needs to end.
The entire
When they
movie.
killed that small child, more spoilers, I'm sorry.
I didn't watch. I didn't look.
But they shot him the first time I covered my eyes, I was like,
then whenever all the people were lined up, I did see that, and that was depressing. But then the captain gives him his little...
like
his
purple
little badge
heart, like
he's
thing,
earned,
yeah.
And then he jumps off the freaking bridge.
And then
that
his
guy
back just like,
his
pow!
life. When Jean Valjean or whatever spared his life, and he's like, I won't kill you. And then the captain's like, hey, haha, I'm gonna kill you anyway. And then he's like, so then Jean Valjean is taking his future son-in-law to the hospital, and then the captain throws his gun away into the sewer, and then he's like, goes to this bridge and starts singing dramatically about how his... I don't remember. I was just sick. And then he just falls.
And that's when I threw up my hands.
Breaks. And I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm sure that the person behind me and behind us was just laughing the whole time. Because the whole time I was like, what? Ugh! Like, I wanted to puke the whole time. Whole time. But it was amazing. Oh, so good. Literally, I've never had so many back and forth feels like anything in my whole life.
Same here. What was your favorite song or two?
Cosette with...
like Baby Cosette or
Baby
Full Grown?
Cosette.
That girl can sing, the little one. Well, Amanda Seyfried, obviously. You see her mom being, you know she can sing.
I stick. Never seen that whole movie.
Oh, it's good.
But Baby Cosette singing Castle on the Cloud or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My Castle on the Cloud.
I think
so it was like about heaven and about Jesus.
I think that I'm gonna make my daughters learn how to sing that song when I have children.
I'm gonna make them. They're gonna learn.
I'll homeschool my children, and that'll be a school day, and they'll get credit for it.
That would be good. And then whenever the little other kid that the little revolutionary, whenever he was sitting on the back. It
reminded me of a kid that I used to babysit. It was really awkward.
When he was on the back of the trailer or whatever, the carriage, and all of his little pals are like, yes, blah, 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 whatever they're saying.
My favorite numbers, yeah, the classic Castle on the Cloud was good, but my absolute favorite numbers were Anne Hathaway singing after she prostituted herself, that song. I was like, I've heard that song before, and that's where it's from, so I knew something of what it was. Yeah. But, also, when Jean Valjean realizes who the dude is that his daughter loves after meeting for a day, which is like a total Romeo and Juliet thing going on, but we all know what happened there. Yeah. But the scene where he realizes that this is the dude that his daughter loves, and he starts singing, God protect him, and he's like, he realizes what a man he is after just a moment, and I'm like, well, wait a second, though. They, fall madly in love with each other just by looking, just be like,
the whole time, yeah.
And I'm just like, why can't that happen right now and it'd be okay?
Because it was me. I was in the middle. It was Caroline, and then it was our friend Holly. And I leaned over to Holly. I was like, a day. Not even a day. Like a second.
An hour?
No. Yeah. Not 2 minutes. They were like,
that's the length of the song.
And then the other girl was like,
hey, baby.
And then they were falling in love.
Think I'm gonna marry you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that happens.
Yeah, and then the dad, he sees him, he realizes who he is, and this is all in a matter of 5 minutes. Sings the song because he realizes this is the guy that he wants his child to marry.
Yep.
Because that's not really his child, but he promised.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when he's about to die and his daughter's about to come in, Anne Hathaway's like, thank you so much for taking care of my daughter. No,
let me just say something. I kind of have to go on that. Because Anne Hathaway dies, literally 20 minutes into the movie. That never happens with a movie that Anne Hathaway's in.
Anne Hathaway's fantastic.
And then she freaking comes back, what she's talking about.
Yep. Because in the beginning,
it's another,
she's working in one of these factories, and then the women are calling her, they're just being awful because she's not going to sleep with the factory guy. And then she slaps him. And
I was turned off by the movie the first 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, but then she slaps him. It was amazing. And so then she gets kicked out. She gets fired from her job, and then she's freaking out. And she goes down to the docks to see if she could sell a piece of her daughter's a little bit of her daughter's hair.
It was her entire locket with the daughter's hair in it.
Yes, exactly. And please stop. And then Anne Hathaway is like, she's like, what? No. And then all these prostitutes are all around her. They're like, let her have your
falling
hair.
Falling out of her dresses. Hair.
And, yeah. And then so she's like, I'll give you 10 francs for your hair. So Anne Hathaway Anne Hathaway, that's not who it was, obviously. It's her character. She sits in the chair, and then she cries a little bit while her hair, just because she's just being disgraced, because her hair is being cut off, because she does whatever she can to get her money. And then they're like, just let him have just one tooth, and then you'll have double if you give him 2. And then, she's laying down, and he has these huge pair of pliers, and he takes one of her teeth out, and then she's just, all of her disgrace, it's just all there. And then,
and that Jean amazing Valjean, number, and then, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that number, and then Jean Valjean, or whatever, he comes back, because, she's way into prostitution. That's what I got from that, because
it was probably a couple months into it.
Yeah, and she's, all red and stuff, and then,
and dying.
Yes, and then she's just sitting right there, and then she sees Jean Valjean or whatever, and then she's like, what are you doing here? You're the reason that I'm like this, because you didn't save me whenever your man at your work that you own, I don't know, was being a bumhole, and then he's like, that was me, did I really do that? And she's like, yeah, and so she spits on him. And then he picks her up, and he goes,
he knows he deserved every single bit of that.
And then so he picks her up, and he brings her to the hospital, and then she's in this crazy sweat, and then she's looking into these sheets that's against the wall, it's
dividing little rooms basically.
Exactly, and a canvas, and then she sees Cosette on the other side. And she's like singing my Cosette, like I love you, whatever. And then
he promises
that's
he's gonna...
not her, but then he says that she's coming, and then she doesn't come, and because she dies right then. 20 minutes in the movie. Who kills Anne Hathaway?
Freaking amazing people.
She's
because
fantastic. I'm in love with her. I love her. I love you. I love you, Anne Hathaway.
Because we know she's gonna be watching this.
Yeah, of course. Everyone's gonna be watching.
I've loved you since we saw you on Princess Diaries like 10 years ago. Wow, I'm really old.
Yeah. So literally,
Anyways.
that movie, my stomach is like turning. Like it was so good. Oh, so good. My heart is
so
dead.
good. I'm so angered by that movie.
So good.
See, we were talking to a friend afterwards, and it's like, it's kind of like Romeo and Juliet in a sense, except this one had a happier ending for the young couple part. But with Romeo and Juliet, had they made a recent movie about that, we all know what happens. They fall in love within a day. You know, we all know what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but for me, like a lot of people, I guess a lot of people know with Les Miserables that, how do you say it, Les Miserables?
Les Miserables.
Whatever. The Miserables, which explains so much.
It's prettier if you say it in French.
We know, like, that's all I know. I know it's a play on Broadway. I know it's a play. I kind of assumed it was a musical, you know. But then I see that I had no idea what to expect at all. But people are like, it's so great. I cried through the entire movie. Me and Cara kind of heartless when it comes to movies. We don't really cry.
The only movie I've ever cried in my entire life is October Baby, but that's because it's about abortion, and abortion kills me.
The only movie I've ever cried in was Christmas Shoes, which don't ever watch that movie. It's just...
Watch October Baby, though. It's so good.
I'm ready to watch.
But, that movie, like, no, yeah, I could totally see why anyone would,
all the feels,
like, bawl through the entire thing.
If you're emotional like that, which we are emotional like that, so why didn't we cry?
See, that's what I don't know, because I'm a very happy, like, person all the time. That facial expression is exactly what I am all the time. But and seeing movies like this literally, like, just make me want to throw up. But I just don't cry in them. Most of the time I don't. I just get really mad or I laugh because I'm like, this is so, like, so bad. Like, so sad. And all of the feels just come out through laughter.
I don't know. Like, that movie, it was amazing. It'll be a year before I at least watch that version again. Although, I have my mom was like, oh, I was going to take you to that on Tuesday. Heck, no.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Never.
I don't think my mother could handle that movie.
Nope.
Like, I love you, Mom, but, like, mm-mm.
You would bawl through the entire thing, Miss Evie.
So, yeah. This is our rant. Do we have anything else to say?
Nope.
Okay, this is our rant on Les Miserables.
Miserables.
Les Miserables.
I really don't actually know how it's pronounced. I think it's either Les Miserables or Les Miserables.
We're at, like, 16 minutes. Look at that. And this is going to be edited down, hopefully.
This is itchy. My eye is itchy.
Well, if you liked this little rant that we did, put some comments below. And
no, can this go into Tumblr? Because I don't feel like YouTube understands feels.
Well, I was going to link it to Tumblr, yeah.
Okay.
They understand.
No, I know this is itchy.
But yeah, okay. But like if you have any other like ideas of stuff we should rant about that we need to see, let us know because we like ranting. Sort of.
I'm just sad. I want to eat some chocolate.
Curl up in a ball. I would actually like to cry now, but I'll probably watch Friends instead and think of happier things.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna go home.
I'm so excited, I'm gonna vomit.
I'm gonna go home and watch Psych.
There we go. See, we have happy ideas. Okay. Love you, beautiful penguins.
Peace.
Bye.